And you're live on Facebook.
And we're recorded. Yes, we are. Hey, everybody. Welcome, welcome. It's Monday night. It's time to team up. And tonight's such an important night because, you know, so often we give you programs about the product and we do motivational and we do stories. But tonight is a little bit more like Juice Plus University 101. And there's a system that I became aware of through Jamie Cantrell, and it's called ATM, Add, Tag, Message. And I have to tell you, for 3 or 4 months now, I have been like so resistant to even looking at ATM. I didn't want to, you know, hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil. I just was like so resistant. But I've been watching. And I've been watching. And what I've learned is that it can be, when used properly, an incredible tool for the growth of your business. So that's what we're going to talk about tonight. And so I have asked Familia Parker, sales coordinator from New England, to be with me tonight. And she is going to take us through an ATM training. And then we're going to have questions at the end, so we're not rushing anything. But I think that this is going to be an important evening. So Familia, if you want to unmute yourself and come on along.
All right. So thank you so much, Terry, for allowing me to share my geek side, because that I can shine with, not the cooking, not the creative. But before we start, I want to know how many people are thinking I'm not good with technology, or I have prospects or customers, they're not on Facebook, and my friends don't like using Facebook. So I know you're all out there. I see the hands going up, but I'm inviting you to tell your brain, stop it. And I have a short video I can send you if you need help doing this after. But know this, that we meet everyone where they are. And there's a path here for you, your prospects, and your friends. There's a path for everyone. So just listen until the end. And if there's any questions, you can message me. I will make time for each and every one of you on a Zoom call. I promise I will get you through this, because this is so important. And you can all add, tag, and message in your own way. And you'll see there's a formula that we use with 2 groups. So I'm going to show you the wealth of information that is in them. And then we will get to the heart of it with Abby. So what I would like to do now, share my screen. Okay, can everybody see this?
Okay. Yes.
So we're going to go through. So add, tag, message, right? Social media is made simple, which is never simple. So one of the first groups we have is the Farm Fresh Nutrition. And what you'll notice when you go to this, different than other groups that we have, is you'll see the post, but then you're going to see a tab up at the top that says guides. And this is where all the information that your friends are like, oh, we're adding them and we're tagging them in this and we're tagging them in that video. Well, it's okay if your friends aren't on Facebook, because you can still go to these guides. This is where all the information is about Juice Plus and the product. We have the Discover Juice Plus. That's where you find the main video, what is Juice Plus? And each of these bullet points that are coming up have a minimum of 4 things listed under them that you can go and look at. You've got the Juice Plus, the fruit, veggie, and berry blend, all about the omegas. It's a little bit about the omegas. It tells you, I think there's 3 videos, and then you'll also find usually a personal story in one of these about the complete, the Tower Garden, the Healthy Starts for Families. There's mothers in there talking about it. You can take these videos and you can send them to the people who aren't on Facebook. Shred 10, what's weighing you down, what sets us apart, our clinical research, the medical professionals. So one of my friends from CrossFit, he said his wife wants him to go get Fruitovia, whatever the Costco brand is. And I said, well, let me just send you this. And there's a video in there that's, vitamins versus whole food. And why do you do it? I didn't even know that video. I'd forgotten about it. So you can find everything in here. You can do this from your home. If you are meeting people in a coffee shop, you can go right to the Farm Fresh Nutrition, you can show them these videos. They're about 2 minutes long. They're real people, real stories, real talk. So you don't have to pull them into this group just to show them what's in there. But I wanted to show you all the information. Then we get how to get started. That leads us into when you bring someone into Farm Fresh Nutrition, you tell them that you want to educate them, but you also want them to see about the business and what kind of company it is and how to get the best possible price. That's our We Build Dreams. They have guides in there too. Why the Juice Plus opportunity. There is an amazing video by Jamie Cantrell in there on the 5 reasons. Discovering the Juice Plus opportunity. What people are saying about the business. And no, under each one of these, there is a lot of information in there. So just go look around and you might say, oh, when you look at a video, I know who I need to send that to. Global business opportunity. My next slide, I am going to pull up Abby Nowlin. She explains all of this, but I want to say when she gets to the end and she says, well, on your phone, you're just going to go do this messaging and a 3-way messaging. Don't panic. I have a video for that after that will explain and walk you through that too.
Hey, Pamelia, can I ask you a quick question?
Yes.
All right, so Farm Fresh Nutrition and We Build Dreams are 2 separate Facebook pages.
Correct.
Right, and ATM stands for we add somebody and then we tag them in the specific spot that we feel would benefit them.
Right, which Abby
Okay.
will explain in here because
Okay.
there's a secret. You could add them, but they may not accept the invite. And this is how to speak to them, add them, send them the no fault link. She'll explain it. It's all explained here. She'll bring it up onto the screen.
Okay, all right, good. Go ahead.
Good morning, y'all. Happy Tuesday. I am so excited to be bringing you the how of the ATM system. Y'all, this system, as I have implemented every single step, which is only 3, has begun to change my business from the inside out. And so I'm excited today to dive into the simple steps of how to add, tag, and message when it comes to the ATM. So let's start. I'm going to share my screen with you. The simplicity. What I want you to think about when you are thinking of people that you want to message about adding them to our group is I want you to go in with the mindset of asking them if they are interested or open to learning more. You are not looking for the sale immediately or for someone to immediately join your team. This business is usually not overnight. And if you get something overnight, it's likely because you were the 5th, 6th, 7th exposure for that person and the timing was perfect. But typically, we share with people and they marinate on the information. So I want you to go in when you message someone with the simple mindset of, I'm just wanting to see if they are open to learning more. And so how I have been doing it is when I message someone, I'm sending them a voice message. And why am I sending a voice message? I'm not sending a voice message the entire time, but that initial message, I want them to know that they were on my heart for a reason. And I want that message to be personal. And so I sent a message to my friend Courtney this morning. And I said to her, hey girl, I know this may seem crazy and out of the blue, but you were on my heart and I wanted to reach out to you. I don't know if you followed what I've been doing on social media or seen me talk about the power of whole food nutrition in my life, but I would really love to share more about Juice Plus with you. Are you interested in learning more? And sometimes I'll say afterward, you may not be, and that's totally okay, but I felt like I just needed to reach out and ask you. And then I send the voice message and I just see if they're open to learning more. And when they respond that they're open to learning more, here's how the process works. I message them back, typically in a text, and I say to them, hey friend, I would love to get you, if I can meet with this person in person, then I'd love to set an in-person date potentially, if that's something that you're able to do right now, because I'm in Texas, that's something I can do one-on-one with people, but sometimes it's not. And so what I'll say to them is, hey, I want to get you added in these groups. One is all focused on the education of our product, and the other is about our community and business. And you may not be open right away to being a part of the community or the business, but it's an amazing way to earn some money back on your product if you do decide that it's something that you're interested in. And our community is incredible. Are you okay if I add you to both? And then I say, I would also love to connect you with, I'm going to use Laura because that's who I have been connecting a lot of my friends with. I'd also love to connect you with my friend Laura, and for you to hear from her on her experience with Juice Plus and how it's changed her life. So that once I get the thumbs up on the adding them to both groups, here's what the process looks like. So you're simply going to be in the Farm Fresh Nutrition group, and you're going to invite them. You're going to hit the invite button. You're going to type in their name, and you're going to add them. And then what I typically do is I will copy the URL from this page. I will go to create a message. I'm just going to use Jamie as an example here this morning. And I will say, here is the first group. And I send the link. I should probably by the way, I am recording video for JP, so ignore these messages. And then I will go to the We Build Dreams group. So the thing is, you cannot tag someone in a group unless they have accepted the invite. So here's the second group. Here is the second group. And then once you accept these invites, I'll tag you in some amazing videos. So then I send that off. So now they have both of them in their Facebook message group. Now, in the meantime, this is what I have personally been doing. Don't get lost in the steps. But in the meantime, until they accept those invites, I create a group message. So in this case, I'm just going to use Jamie and Laura as an example. Actually, I'm just going to do it on my phone so that you can see here and you can hear me to create the message. And then Laura. Okay, so I created the group message on my phone, just like this. And I am going to now, this is the key step, y'all. This is the message step. And this is why this is so important. You are creating third-party validation with the person that you're inviting. So Jamie is our person, for example, and I want to connect her with my friend Laura. And so I'm going to create a voice message. I'm going to use this voice memo thing, and I'm going to say, hey ladies, good morning. I am so excited for us all to be connected on this group. Laura, meet my friend Jamie. Jamie, meet my friend Laura. I am so excited for us to dive more into Juice Plus. Laura, I got Jamie added to both of our groups, and I am so excited to tag her in some videos. In the meantime, though, I really wanted her to hear from you and your story on Juice Plus and how it's impacted your life. So I wanted to connect us because I know we all have a common love for health and bettering our bodies. And after the crazy year that we've all had, I really just wanted you to hear more of Laura's story. I think it will really resonate with you. So with that said, Laura, I'm going to let you take it away. And then I send the message. So now I've connected them, and Laura gets to take over in the process. The upline that you connected them with gets to take over in the process. So once they've accepted the invites to the group, we're going to go, I'm just going to use the Farm Fresh Nutrition group as an example. This is the post. This first post is always the post that I tag them in. I will tag them in more, but I always start here. Why do I start here? Look at how many comments there are, 398. If that's not enough validation, I don't know what is. So then I would go here and I would go, Jamie, check out this amazing video. It's the perfect place to start. Tagged her in those videos, and I leave it at that. Okay, so that is really what the process looks like. You add them to the group, you tag them in the videos, and you create that third-party message. I have personally switched them a little bit. there's no perfect science. If you want to do the add tag message that way, or you want to add them, create the group message, then tag them once they accept the invite, you can decide. But the point is, hit all 3 steps, because the power and importance of that 3-way message is a game changer, y'all. So that is the way that I have been doing the system. It's worked beautifully for me, and I have connected with so many women because of it. And I don't want you to miss out on this. And so if you have any questions, post them below. But I hope this training was impactful. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. Bye, guys. Have a great day. Good.
Whoops. All right. So the next video that I'm going to show you here is how she went onto her phone and created a group, right? So I did this on my phone, but it didn't get the sound. So you're going to go, and you can go on Facebook or Facebook Messenger, and you're going to bring it up, and you see your chats here. You start a new chat. You can either create a new group, or you can just type in here, like I'm going to type in Terry's name. And then I'm going to type in Sonia's name. And once I've selected Sonia, I've got them both here. Now the little microphone here, I'm going to click on that and hold that. And I've got about a minute, and you'll see me click on it in a second. And I will just leave a message. You can't hear the message, unfortunately, but just saying exactly what Abby said. But that's how you go and create it. You can either create a group or just put their names in. When you're done, if you forgot to create a group, if you look at the screen, it will come up here and says add or name. And I will click on name, and I will name it the group Sonia and Terry, or whatever it is that I want. And now I have that group that will always be in my phone. And I will go through that again with you. So, stopping the sharing. The add, the tag, and the message. She said there were different ways, right? And you can pick which way you're going to do it. I will help you figure out the Facebook groups. If you're having questions about what Abby said, go back and listen to it and just take the notes, get it down. I will walk you through it. So for the people who are not on Facebook, go through and figure out, where would you add them? That first video that Abby said, well, send them the video. If you know that they want the omegas, then go under the omegas unit. You will see, once you click units, you'll see all of the units going down the side of the Facebook. It's amazing the information that they've put there, and people are messaging in there, people are talking. So you can go and do that way. I know, Judy, you have people in your home. You might want to look in there and go, oh my goodness, I would love them to see that video. Bring up your computer, let them watch it from there. As a tool, I know the Kurt Beavers, we want to show that one. I'm almost positive that's in there too. But the add, the tag, but the messaging is huge. And you can go through it, you hold down that little microphone. If I did it with Terry, then Terry can upload her story into there and say, hey, leave a little message. Hey, here's my story. I would love for you to listen to it if you have any questions, because I have someone who's got fibromyalgia. The woman is on Facebook. She doesn't look at this stuff. She just needs to hear Terry's story. She's been on Juice Plus. She's gone off. She's been off sugar since the shred started right now and feels amazing. But then she goes out and buys the little candy bars. But to hear someone's story and to be validated is so powerful. And I will tell you this is why, because I am getting a puppy, right? And my mom is like, what breed is a Nova Scotia duck-tolling retriever? Well, Beverly, her trainer that she sees once a week, said, when my mom said, oh, my daughter's getting a puppy, you wouldn't know, it's a Nova. And she said, oh my God, a Nova Scotia duck-tolling retriever. They are the smartest dogs. They are so cute. They're smart. They're snuggly. Well, my mom now thinks that I'm getting the best dog in the world, not from me, but from a third-party validation. So there you go. That's it. If you have any questions, unmute yourself. And just remember, yes, Terry.
Okay. I grew this business doing 3-way phone calls. Judy and I, that's all we ever did was 3-way phone calls. And we know that, and believe me, if you can accomplish that still, do that. But I do know that in this season, fewer and fewer people even answer their phones. Okay. And that's why I fell in love with the messaging piece on, Facebook Messenger. And so 2 weeks ago, Abby included me in 5 different messaging chats where she asked me to share my product story with 5 different people who had gut health issues and different autoimmune conditions. And so I told my story, right? And I had to leave two separate messages because my time had run out. But I left, 2 messages, and and I said, if you have any more questions, just let me know. And that person never came on board, never had more questions. So I didn't think anything of it. And it was a couple of days ago, I was working with Abby, and I said, whatever. I said, how do we even know that they've listened? And she said, well, because their little face shows up after your recorded message, the image of their face shows up. That tells us that they listened. And I said, okay. I said, but nobody asked me any questions. It doesn't matter. All 5 of them got on the product. One of them is my new Partner Plus. All right. So again, it's the power of the 3-way phone call without having to do, how many times have we scheduled a 3-way phone call and that person doesn't show up? They're not there. We've tied up an hour. We've tied up an afternoon. We keep trying. Well, it just seems that this is something that everybody's doing. And the other thing that I love that you shared, Familiar, that Abby shared, was that it's the power of that 3rd, 4th party validation. But when you tag somebody in the Farm Fresh Nutrition or in the We Build Dreams, and they see 200 comments, or they see 75 comments, I gotta tell you guys, that's an event. You have taken that person to an event. And that, to me, is the ultimate validation. So what I would like to know from you, Pamelia, now, because we've got 5 minutes to go, is that on March 23rd in Farm Fresh Nutrition, can you pull that up so we could see on March 23rd, there's an event in Farm Fresh Nutrition where it's a business event. It's a business event. And several national marketing directors have come together, and you can go in and invite your prospects. If your prospects are watching that night, they're going to be zooming it and then streaming it into We Build Dreams.
Right.
Okay, and We Build Dreams. I think I said Farm Fresh, but into We Build Dreams. Excuse me. So if your guest shows up and, in the chat bar says, hi, I'm Sonia, I'm from, Wisconsin, they're going to have a raffle at the end of that program. And they are raffling off a Vitamix, a Berkey water system, or earbuds. All right. And so I'm going to tell you right now, and we are all included. Okay. Jamie has made it perfectly clear that anybody in my open or my sideline NMD teams are all welcome to do this. I'm going to be contributing financially to help for this event. But how impressive that you can promote this and say, this is an incredible event. And there's going to be stories. Jamie will tell her story. There's going to be 4 or 5 national marketing directors telling their stories. So this is an opportunity. March 23rd, get into We Build Dreams. You're going to see some promotion all around it. If you are not yet on the Farm Fresh Nutrition page or the We Build Dreams page, please let us know. All right.
Right.
Is there
If
anything
you
I forget, Pamelia?
No, if you go to We Build Dreams and if you type, there's a little search thing. If you type March 23rd, it will bring it right up. But I can also go in and just tag you into the announcement when we hang up the phone. But it's right there. If you type it in, the date on it is March 3rd by Jen Grubb at 8 a.m. So you can find it in there.
That's the announcement.
Yep, that is the announcement for all of that.
And if you watch like Holly Morris and some of the other national marketing directors, you will have seen on Facebook that they are promoting this event. And you'll see that they have the picture of the Berkey water system and the Vitamix and the earbuds. And so they are promoting for this event. So there's no reason why you can't promote by letting your guests know that, listen to these stories, your name will go into a raffle, and then we'll have a conversation.
And it's only for prospects and customers, not for distributors.
Right. Distributors can listen, but distributors' names will not go into the raffle.
Yep. So it's at 8 p.m. Central on the 23rd. Judy.
Does anybody else have any questions for Pamelia? Okay, if you click on announcements and We Build Dreams, it's the top announcement. Thank you, Gina.
Thank you,
I
Gina.
have a question. I typed those two titles in on, and it's not, Farm Fresh Nutrition is not coming up at all. Is there something else that I'm supposed to be doing? And We Build Dreams, there's a group called #WeBuildDreams, and I think it's a group of realtors.
No, you just need to be added by someone, Jerry.
Oh,
I'll add you right now, Jerry.
see. Okay, thank you.
They haven't.
So it's
Um,
actually a private group. That's why you have to be added. You just can't find it. Is that correct?
Exactly. Thank you, Kath. Yeah, absolutely. It's a private group.
Perfect, thank you.
Yeah.
This is
And if you
Martha.
don't accept it, I've just invited you. If you don't accept it, I'm going to send you the URL link.
Now you send the URL link through Facebook Messenger, I would imagine.
Yep, that's what she was sending it through. So that if you've invited them and they get it, and sometimes it gets lost in all of their, notifications. In this way, you've sent it into their Facebook Messenger. All they have to do is click on it there and it will say accept because you've already been invited.
See, that's a great way because that happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, people, it gets lost. It gets
Right.
lost. That's a
And
great
I'd
way.
forgotten about that, but this way it's in their face. It's right in their Facebook Messenger. All they do is
Absolutely.
click. Yep, Jerry's got it. She's invited too. Is anyone
Okay.
else hasn't seen it, wants to be invited?
Pamela, if you could invite me again, I was compromised on my old Facebook, so I need to start over.
Okay, let me see if it will, and I'm so sorry about that. That's so frustrating. Rosemary Purcell, okay. All right, I just sent you Farm Fresh Nutrition. And I'm sending you to We Build Dreams too.
Awesome. Thank you.
Amelia, could you do mine, please?
Who's me?
It's
Because I'm not.
Michael.
Oh, yes, absolutely. I'm just not
Thank
looking
you.
at the screen because I'm doing.
That's okay.
She's coming up. Okay. All right.
Amelia,
Any
you.
this
other
is-
questions?
Amelia, this is Martha Durham. Would you add me too?
Absolutely. Okay.
Martha, I believe you're already in both of those.
You think so?
Well, I'll know because when I go to invite you, it'll tell me. Michael, are we friends on Facebook? 'Cause it's
Maybe
showing.
not. I'm not sure.
I'll invite you, Michael. and
Okay,
I'll invite you. Okay.
Okay.
thank
All
you,
right,
dear.
guys, it's already a little after 8 o'clock Central Time. There's 12 of us on the line tonight. If you've not received an invitation, let one of us know and we'll make sure that you are invited to both of these pages. And again, this only works if we're reaching out to people and telling our story and extending an invitation. It's just a different kind of invitation.
And the one thing to remember is get comfortable with being uncomfortable and doing those 3 ways. It's the only way it's going to work.
There you
Have a
go.
great night, everybody, and thank you so much for being here and giving me.
Let's
time
hear
to
it for
do that.
Pamelia. You're wonderful.
Thank you, Pamelia.
Thank you.
Amazing,
Wonderful.
thank you.
Thanks,
Have a good
everybody.
evening.
All right. Good night, everybody. Sweet dreams.
Good
Good
night.
night, everyone. Thank you.
Hey, and next week is going to be a